Hey, it's your boy Bobby B. So I want to talk about a subject that comes to mind, and that is Tariq and the theme of death. When it comes down to it, basically, when it comes to Tariq is always full of death if you really sit back and you look at it. The situation with Tariq is that basically he's always got something going on around him. And what I mean by that is that basically it starts with Raina. Raina is the big death that affects Tariq the most when it comes down to it. This is his twin. This is his sister. This is someone he grew up with. This is someone that he loves. And remember one thing that they say about twins. Twins always can kind of, feel what another twin is feeling, can tell what another twin is thinking and things of that nature. These twins have a thing of telepathy. Raina was the big death that really affected him very, very big. But not only that, it was his father. We all know his father's death really hit him hard as well. Tariq seems to always be surrounded with death no matter what. And when you look at it, it really starts with Jukebox and then even Kanan's death, if you really look at it. These things are big for him. And then moving past those, we're going into the fact that Jabari's death affects him, and we're going to go into the fact that also that now Zeke's death is going to affect him. It's like Tariq is surrounded with death. Who is going to help Tariq with this though? This is the thing that we have to wonder. Who is the person to help him the most? Tasha is no longer there, so she can't really do it like that. I know he was looking at Yasmin because Yasmin was the one that he wanted to, that was his lifeline. That was the light. That was the one he had to fight for. That's the one he wanted to protect. Even though in the end, Yasmin did end up where she needed to go when she ended up with Tasha. Tariq needs them too. Why does Tariq need them? Tariq needs somebody he can talk to about his pain with. So far, Brayden is the one that he does that with, as well as Effie. These two are the main people that he pretty much trusts and the main people that he talks a lot about. But who's going to help him with his trauma? See, Tariq is not acknowledging his trauma. His biggest trauma is the death of his father. But the whole thing is that he got so much trauma surrounding him. So maybe he may go into a place where he's cold. But even I know, because I have a tendency to be a cold individual too. Eventually, if you keep putting these things off, they catch up with you. They hit you. When they hit you hard. And what I mean by that is that it hits you in a way where it's like too much all at once. If you're a person who suppress your feelings about a lot of things you go through that are traumatic, eventually they hit you and they hit you hard. And it's not a situation where you're dealing with one at a time. You're dealing with all of them coming at you. So when it comes down to it with Tariq, I'm wondering, like with this whole theme of death that's around him, what's going to happen? Because eventually it's all going to hit him. But who's going to help him with this? Because he needs help. He needs someone to talk to. I've often said that Ghost needs to make an appearance and talk to Tariq. We still talk about the fact that Ghost could potentially be alive. However, when it comes down to it, if he is gone, he's gone. And that's fine. But either way it go, he needs his dad right now more than anybody. No one really gets Tariq more than his father. So yeah, Kanan can pop up. I love when Kanan pops up. But we need Ghost to pop up to talk to his son too. And I think it's about to happen. We're getting close to it. And what I mean by that, if you guys can remember, is that in that room where he was surrounded with everyone that he's like the deaths that he was connected to, the deaths that he caused, the phone was ringing and he said, answer the phone, it's your dad. Now, what is that symbolic of? I haven't really taken the time to study it, but your boy gonna come back through with some stuff like that, because I definitely got to talk about that. But when it comes down to it though, when it comes to Tariq, he has always got death around him. He's always got something like that he has to deal with. And I really want this character to confront his death and confront himself. He is growing and changing over time. He's had a lot of character development if you really take a look at him. All before he wanted to be in the game, he wanted to be a part of it. That was his life. That's what he was doing. The main reason why him and Ghost were arguing was because he was telling him, look, Dad, this is who I am. I want to be a dealer. I want to do this. I want to do that. But that's what he was always saying. But now we're at a place where he doesn't even want to be in the game anymore. He's tired of it. He's tired of the murders, the killing. He's tired of the backstabbing. He's tired of the lack of trust. He's tired of his life always being on the line. He's tired of always being around in trials and being investigated and having somebody look at him 24/7. He has grown tired of these things. So with that being said about Tariq, when it comes down to it, that is him having the theme of death surrounding him. Death surrounds Tariq a lot. But that's pretty much all I got to say in regards to that. I just want to say to all of you that it is your boy, Bobby B's here. I just want to say much love, much respect. Hold it down. And one.
Speak your mind.
Hey, how are you guys doing? I want to talk to you guys about basically, how can I say this? When you want to say something, right? Say it. Don't hold your tongue. See, the thing is that so many people, they don't really have too much to say. So it's a scenario where they will hold on to something, but they won't say anything about it, but they want to say something about it. I was never really the type of person to really hold back anything I got to say, especially if it made me feel a certain kind of way. If something didn't feel right, I speak on it. I'll pull that person aside and speak on it. I'm not here to give people a show, but I'm here to pull the person that I want to talk to and say what I have to say to them. So when it comes to family, friends, and lovers, of course, you're supposed to speak yourself around them, because those are the people that you're supposed to be comfortable with. These are the people that you're supposed to be able to talk to. Of course, you want to be very careful about how you say things and what you say, because you want to be able to, you want to be able to pick your battles. So when it comes down to it, I'm telling you, don't hold on to anything. And you want to know something I know? Some people don't speak on some things because they're afraid of what would be said afterwards. Some people don't ask questions because they're afraid of what will happen afterwards. Let me tell you something. You can never predict what another person thinks, and you can never predict what another person is going to say, and you can never predict another person's reaction unless you ask or unless you say something. You have to. Better to speak than to hold on to wondering. So basically what I'm saying to you is that don't hold on to anything. Trust me. Speak on it. You want to be careful about how you speak on it, but don't hold on to it. Speak on it.